are officially entering the last weeks of the year. So you know what that means? It's vision board time. Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel one more day. I'm Eva, if you didn't know me, and welcome to day 14 of VLOGMAS. You see this empty wall behind me, right? I mean, well, aside from this like huge Yeonjun like picture here. Listen, thing is, anyone who knows me knows that I'm this huge obsessive person when it comes to vision boards. Every single year I've done at least one. I was gonna say one, but there were years where I've done more than one. I even made, hold on, I have it here because I took it off the wall, but I even made like one specifically for my artistic career, which you can see the video of. So, you know, I was thinking, since I low-key wanted to make a video like, okay, we're approaching 2026, let's kind of like not put our lives together, because I'm not putting my life together, but I do want to have a general vision or like motivation, I guess, to get my shit together in the next year, because this year has been fucking awful. So basically, instead of doing my usual canvas or like, you know, like a small piece of cardboard where I just stick a couple of pictures, no, we are doing the whole wall. I mean, not the whole wall, because like it would be a little bit hard, but I have way too many pictures to just like put over here. As you can see, here is my, well, I call it piano. It's technically not a piano, but you get the point. This is usually way more to this side, so technically the vision board is going to be right on top of it, which is the idea. So, you know, when I'm like practicing and like doing my thing, I kind of like remind myself of everything and I manifest it into my life. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna yap enough while putting the pictures on the wall. I'm gonna be a little bit extra this year. I'm gonna do it here. Let's get started. The true question is, where did I put the sticky thing for the wall? Where is it? Hold on, I just got dizzy from standing up too fast. This is a pattern you're going to be seeing on this channel, okay? I tend to get really dizzy when I'm like standing up extremely fast. This is not very good for someone who is a dancer, but I just deal with it. Oh no, the pin, no. They're falling down. There's supposed to be a picture that says 2026 somewhere, and I just don't know where it is. I do not know where it is. I might have imagined it or not, and I'm gonna find it later, which is a huge possibility knowing myself. I'm gonna start just putting things on the wall. If I find it later on, I'm just gonna move things around a little bit, but I'm gonna start with this one. Pretty simple, this is like a pretty small thing that I want to do, but I felt that it was worth putting on the vision board. It's a picture of getting a tattoo, basically. I feel like, can I start over here maybe? Yeah, I feel like that's right. So the reason why I like to do vision boards so much, I feel like, is because I'm someone who genuinely believes in manifesting and attracting, mainly attracting energetically the things that you want into your life. I feel like I've attracted many things up until this point, like moving to Barcelona, kickstarting my music and just artistic career overall, and many opportunities that have come my way. Now, do I think everything just magically happens and falls into your lap? No. If that was the way things work, Jesus, things just keep falling onto the ground. This is a mess. If things just happen that way, that is a no-brainer. Life just would be so much easier. As someone who has struggled a lot in the past couple of years, I do believe that I can attract things, and I've noticed that for some reason I do attract them way easier when I print out pictures and I put them on a surface and I just look at them every single day. I don't know why, don't ask me why. This is what I can say, okay? Now, is it just gonna be wishful thinking, like, oh my god, I'm gonna wake up one day and I'm gonna be this, let's say, I don't know, this global superstar? In my case, no. I have to work my ass off to get there, and that's okay, that's part of the process. But I feel like as someone who struggles a lot mentally, having these pictures visible every single day gives me a glimpse of hope for the future in a way. It's not just about manifesting, I do it for my mental health too, because as I said, as someone who's been struggling for quite some years now, seeing the things in front of me is like, okay, so the future can get better and I can get a life like this because it does exist. If other other people have this kind of life, I can have it too. Now, does this mean that magically all of my problems and all of my mental health issues disappear? No, I wish. I've been trying for years, okay? It doesn't work that way. But I think that just the thought of having something to work towards, a certain type of life, achievements, different goals that I have, helps me to push through. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, as of lately, I haven't been having the time of my life. I have been, let's say, struggling quite a bit, especially in the last 2 months, I would say. It's been a little bit brutal for me. So I feel like doing this silly thing in my room kind of helps me a bit, especially because you're not seeing it, but over there is my bed. So every single day when I'm waking up or when I'm going to sleep, this is the last thing that I'm gonna see. So I feel like it's gonna be helping me a little bit. Look at this. This is one of the best pictures that I'm gonna put on here. It's me. This picture is me. Now let's talk a little bit about what I'm putting on the wall, because I'm not showing every single picture because we would be here for hours, okay? But let me explain a little bit what I'm putting on the wall. So I just put a little bit of everything. There's a lot that is career based. So there are a lot of pictures that have to do with music, performing, social media, just content creation in general and all of that. I'm also gonna put a bunch of pictures of London. As I've mentioned multiple times before, I feel like it's a good time to talk a little bit more in depth about this. I am planning on moving to London. Do I think it's gonna be in 2026? Now, nothing is impossible, but no, I don't think it's gonna be in 2026. In my plans, I feel like it's gonna be more in 2027 if things go right. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be around 2027. Why do I want to move to London? Some people might be wondering. Listen, I've been to London once for only 2 days, which by the way, there's a vlog on my channel, which is a re-upload from my old channel from 2023, but you can go and check it out. I don't know how to explain it, but the first time I came to Barcelona, I had this feeling of, okay, I have to come to Barcelona because there is something for me here. Now, for a little bit of context, since I was very young, as a tiny child, I was already saying that I wanted to move out of the country. Nothing against Spain. I love Spain, okay? I absolutely love and adore Spain. However, there was something in me that was I'm not meant to be here. I'm meant to just move away, just to move abroad. To be fair, it's kind of a family thing because everyone on my mom's side of the family has moved a couple of times throughout their lives. And I'm talking about moving across countries, okay? I'm not talking about moving to a neighbor city. I feel like it's kind of in my blood to just want to move around. The OG plan was actually due to, my career and everything. You're gonna laugh, but I was let's move to LA. I was how old? 15. But yeah, of course, the money wasn't there. Moving to the USA is extremely hard. LA is extremely expensive. And to be fair, considering how things are nowadays over there, politics-wise and everything, I do not think I'd move there. Would I go over there for a period of time for work and stuff like that? Of course. Would I like to visit? Yes. I think there are very pretty places in the USA, but would I move there right now? No. Then in 2023, I was supposed to go to a concert, which was supposed to be the first time of TXT in Europe. It was a festival kind of thing, and for some reason it got cancelled a week before. So of course everything was booked, couldn't cancel. Basically we ended up going anyways. Best thing I've ever done in my whole life. Wait, I feel like you guys are not seeing that well. What if I move this a little bit more? Hold on, guys, this tripod. This is a €2 tripod from Shein, so we can't expect miracles from this. As I was saying, I went to London, and when I tell you, this thing that I felt in my chest was the same thing I felt when I came to Barcelona for the first time. As I was saying before, the original plan was to move as soon as I turned 18 and finished high school outside of the country. Now, due to budget issues, we couldn't do it. So we had been to Barcelona a couple of times before. I love the city. I love the people here. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go to Barcelona. And listen, it's been, oh, fuck. It's been very good. I feel like I've grown so much as a person. I've met people who, for the better or for the worse, have changed my life in many different ways. I've grown so much, I've learned so much. Now, I'm gonna be honest, my heart always knew that this was not my final destination. I was not gonna stop here. My brain just kept thinking like, I want to move like to another country. And when I went to London, I don't know what it was about the city. I don't know if you've ever been to a city and you're just like, there is something here. Like, I don't know what it is, but there is something here. There's something waiting for me here, if that makes any sense. And that is what happened to me with London. Why are the pictures tilted? It's like pissing me off. Hold on. I remember when I left, the feeling that I had in my chest when I got on that plane, I was like, I have to be back. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I need to come back and just buy like a one-way ticket. That's it. Aside from that, it's just career-wise, let's think about it. I am pursuing like, you know, music and just an artistic career. And I'm also someone who does everything in English. For years now, I've been doing every piece of content, everything in English. I speak Spanish fluently, I speak Hungarian fluently, and I speak English fluently. And for some reason, I've always done everything in English since like 2020. So of course, moving to like an English speaking country makes like a lot of sense to me, you know? And I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I have this gut feeling. There is something waiting for me in London. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's someone, something. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say a relationship because we know I am apparently never gonna get into a relationship at this point. But I don't know. There's just something. I can't explain it. By the way, if you see me like leaning a lot against the wall, it's just to like lower myself so you can see my whole face and not just me cut out. Because my bed is right behind the tripod. I can't put the phone back. Listen, I just have to lean and look like, hey, yeah, no, never again. It's giving something already, okay? We have some quotes, we have some traveling. The stage, please take me back on a fucking stage. I need to be on stage. I don't know how to explain it, but I need to be on stage. We have some London over here. We have kind of like the vibes that I want going on. YSL, I always put YSL in every single vision board that I do. Don't ask me why. I love YSL. I've been wanting to get stuff from YSL for the longest time. Now listen, if I can barely afford the ingredients for some biscuits for a vlogmas video, do you think I can afford something from YSL? You can figure. But hopefully this year we might have the biggest change, which I've been manifesting for so long. Money. I genuinely need money. I do not want a mansion. I do not want 10 cars. I'm not asking for that. I'm genuinely just asking for a normal amount of money so I can go and, I don't know, buy groceries normally. God, that sounded so sad. I'm so sorry. But I feel like a lot of people nowadays with like, I'm not gonna get into like the economy and economic state of the world. I'm not gonna get into that. But I do want to say that I feel like a lot of us are struggling in that way. And it's just so sad to see because what do you mean? Just people working so many hours and getting paid like so little amount of money. This is what happens when I don't have a script for a video. Okay, this is why I script every single video of mine. Not like down to every line, but I do write bullet points to talk about, because if I don't, I just start yapping about the lack of jobs in the world. No, but seriously, can someone explain to me why all of the fucking jobs are exploiting you and are paying like the bare fucking minimum? It's genuinely so annoying. Anyways, I don't want to get into that in this video. Says me after talking about this for like the past 10 minutes. Why did I even start to talk about this? Because of the money picture? God, I have a problem. Never let me have a podcast. Now, also, very important picture. I'm gonna show this one because this is very, very important, okay? It's the 100k one, okay. I do think this is possible for next year. Listen, call me delusional all you want, okay? When I'm filming this, I'm at like, what, 91 subscribers? I don't care, call me delusional. We'll see each other in a couple of years and we'll see who was delusional. No, but seriously, I just know that it's gonna work. I don't know how, don't ask me how. I'm just a silly little delusional girl like that. Now listen guys, I feel like I've been Can I stop dropping things? I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't know why my hands are shaking. I just keep dropping things. I don't know. But I feel like I've been yapping too much. So give me like 20 minutes to finish this. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you the vision board. I'm gonna explain it to you and you're gonna see the final result. So see you in 2 seconds, but it's gonna be 20 minutes for me. Okay, so it's been like, I don't know, like 20 minutes and it's done. It's done. Let me show you. Look at this. So we have, as I said, we have like a mishmash of things, okay? We have some quotes. We have stuff that has to do with social media, like these pictures. We have some outfit inspo, traveling, tattoos, a shit ton of quotes. I just went all in with the quotes this year. Studio pictures. God, I can't. I'm looking through my phone and I can't seem to aim to the right picture. A studio picture, a bunch of like London stuff. This is also London. And then we have some just like overall vibes, like the vibe that I want to give off. Reading, home studio, regular studio, editing, concerts, because there are like a few concerts that I want to go to next year. Just like overall, this is the vibe. This is the vibe. But anyways, guys, before ending the video, I wanted to add a little special, little spice, a little sparkle here in the end. And you know, I got the idea. I was like, you know what, I've mentioned on YouTube that I do own tarot decks. I do my own tarot readings, so why not just draw a few cards for 2026. On my mom's side of the family, it's pretty common to like read tarot, and all the sisters, my mom, we all just have like a very, I would say, powerful intuition without trying to go very deeply into all the spiritual stuff. But it is true that we have a very powerful intuition, so tarot usually works very well. I have to say though, I'm someone who, instead of using tarot for the future, because as I said before, I'm into manifesting, okay? I'm into attracting energies and all of that. So in my mind, I just tend to think like tarot reads the current energy. So even though I do future readings sometimes, I usually lean more into like the present or the past. Because for the future, I feel like energy changes all of the time. Everything can change at any given point. But I thought it would be fun to just do a little reading here, a little witchy session. Now, what can I do? I'm not gonna do like a full reading for everything. Should I put like 3 and 3? Listen, I'm gonna pull for a relationship. That's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna pull for it just to see. Then I'm gonna pull 3 for my artistic career. And I'm gonna pull 3 for my year in general as a concept. Let's pull 3 cards to predict my 2026 relationship status, because this year was so fun love-wise. It almost killed me, but here we are. 2026 relationship-wise. Oh god, okay. Okay, so 4 fell out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, this is awful. Listen, I told you. Okay, as I said, everything can change, okay? This is not like a final verdict, but the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Cups, but reversed. Okay, let me show you. I got the 7 of Cups, which usually talks about like multiple possibilities. So this is giving, why is this giving multiple people? Don't tell me this is a situationship again, because I'm not, no. We don't do situationships in this house anymore. 3 of Swords. Do I need to say anything, or does the heart with like the 3 swords like just say enough? Then we have the Page of Swords, which Page of Swords, it's kind of like sudden realization, movement, because the swords represent the objective side of things. Cups are for like the emotional side, and the swords are for like the more logical side. So I feel like this might be me realizing something, I don't know what. And then 2 of Cups. This is the card of like soulmates, your person, whatever. Now, if it's reversed, it's not really good news. Disconnection. Okay, so another year of being single. How fun. To be completely honest, at this point I'm so used to it. It's the way it is. Anyways, let's pull 3 cards for my artistic career next year, for like my artistic path. 3 cards for my artistic. Oh, okay. Wait, this is low-key good. Listen, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go from like worst to best, because I've pulled actually one of the best cards here. Hold on. So we have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Usually this is like, how can I explain it? When it's like upright, it means receiving, like getting the payoff of all the hard work that you've done. Reversed, usually means that you don't feel that you're getting as much as you deserve considering how much work you're putting into something. Like, I feel like this might represent like the earlier months of the year. You're gonna understand why when I show you the other cards, because this is giving during the first months, like, feel a little bit stuck. I might feel a little bit like things are not moving forward as fast as I want them to, but it doesn't mean that things are not moving, because hold on, Hanged Man reversed. Okay, we are changing perspectives when it's reversed. I don't know how other people interpret it, but for me, when it's not upright, it's reversed, I feel like it's like a change of perspective. So like, I feel like I might just start to focus on the whole process in a different way. I might try new ideas. This might be related to YouTube, for example. I might be trying new content ideas. And what is this gonna lead me to? The 10 of fucking cups. This is literally one of the best cards that you can get in the tarot. This is the only one that fell out of the deck upwards. So when I saw it, I was like, hold on, because if this is how I'm gonna end my year, talking about my career and everything, I'm gonna eat it up. This is like full emotional fulfillment, happiness. This is everything. So now, lastly, overall 2026. Let's see. Give me 3 cards for my overall 2026 energy. That's 1, 2, right? Yeah. Overall 2026. There we go. Oh my fucking god. Oh no. Oh no. You guys, if you know anything about tarot, I just pulled the Tower. The silence is so loud right now. Listen, if you know, you know. But if you don't know, pulling the Tower basically means, how can I explain this? Everything crumbling. I used to not be scared of this card because, in my opinion, when you're going through a change in your life, when you want to upgrade your life in any kind of way, it doesn't matter if we're talking about relationships, friendships, finances, your artistic journey, whatever thing you want to upgrade, you have to destroy the past to allow yourself to get new things in the future. So in my opinion, the Tower is very violent, it's very aggressive, but it's not a bad thing because it always leads you to something better. However, what do you mean 2026 is represented by this? What the fuck? What? Listen, I've had enough with 2025. 2025 almost ended me. What do you mean this is 2026? What else can go down? What else can go wrong? We'll find out in the next fucking chapter, apparently. The 5 of Swords reversed. So this is usually like backstabbing, fake people, stuff like that. This way, this is like coming forward, the truth and stuff like that. At least that's how I interpret everything. Let me see the other 2 cards to understand why this is here, because you know, when I do readings, I like to see everything first, interpret every single card, and then it just pops into my mind. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I'm gonna be kind of like empowered. I'm gonna be exuding this like powerful, strong energy. Okay, I like this. Also, this is like a very fiery card because this is a Wands card. And I'm an Aries. I'm a double Aries. I'm an Aries and my ascendant is also in Aries. So, okay, this represents me. I'm so scared. This is the last card. Hold on, you're gonna see it first. I'm so scared. Could you imagine if this was the Lovers? The Lovers. The 9 of Swords. Okay, fuck this. I'm out. So I'm gonna be overthinking. Okay, nothing new. Anxiety and overthinking. What the fuck is new? What is gonna be new in 2026? Absolutely nothing. Something big is gonna happen next year. I feel like there's gonna be a very big, violent change in my life. Again, it doesn't have to be bad. It just means that my old life has to crumble first. I don't know what that means. I'm low-key scared. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. We'll see. You guys are gonna see with me what happens next year. Jesus Christ, the Tower. I have my eyes fixated on that. I do not want to know. In 2025, I already feel like I've lived 10 lives in a single year, so I don't want to figure out what this means for next year. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed day 14 of a vlogmas, and I hope you enjoyed this last little witchy, whimsical little space. So if you enjoyed, please remember to like, to subscribe, to comment, and to do all of that we do here on YouTube. And I am so excited for the rest of vlogmas because we are already halfway through it. So if you're liking it so far, I hope to see you tomorrow again. I hope you're having some amazing holidays, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.